sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. With too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. It's Eagles talk high, let's talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat, Sharon, Dante, the dark job. Drop the stats on them, drop the facts on them. Spur game, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fan, welcome to another edition of Eagles Talk Post Game. Our Philadelphia Eagles have beat the Carolina Panthers, much to our chagrin. I mean, as hard as they tried to give the game away, we got it. We got it. Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness for a God. Let's put it that way. I mean, I don't know.
God is good.
Yes,
God is good. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he
do it? Oh, my goodness. I thought Sirianni had money on the game. I thought he took the Panthers in the 3. The way he was coaching, that's what I thought going into. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Did somebody go to him in his ear in the fourth quarter? Was like, if you don't run straight run plays, they're going to crucify you.
Yeah,
because the fourth quarter play calling at the second half was a totally different. Real runs. Stop playing.
These guys, man,
Lord have mercy.
as hard as they tried to get this game away, we got it. We got the game. And guess what? Our defense showed up again. Our defense showed up. Guess what happens when you scheme? Guess what happens when you put your best players in positions to play their best ball? Our corners we got 3 interceptions from those corners that people were questioning. 3 interceptions, 2 from Slay and 1 from Nelson.
That's awesome.
Turn yourself up, Mike. Turn yourself up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say during the pregame? I said during the pregame, if we're able to play man coverage with the corners that we have, we can dominate this game. 3 interceptions, 2 from Slay. Big play Slay. I'm calling him Slay now. I don't call him Big Play Slay now, all right?
My name is Slay. I'm calling Slay.
I'm calling him Big Play Slay. They got 1 from Steven Nelson. He gave up a big pass, but he did come back and redeem himself at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Shout out to our defense. It's a man-to-man defense, and that concept needs to continue to next week.
Oh, definitely. Until they figure it out, we need to go with what works for us, and that definitely works for us. We gave up 40 points in the previous 2 weeks, but today we didn't even give up 20 points. We kept them in the teens. Look what happened. Our run defense was more stout. Everything looked better on the defense. We were playing one high, like you said in the pregame. We came out in one high. They actually listened. They listened to Pat. It was glorious. It was a good game. Tough defense. The offense, I think they tried to get the game away. I don't know.
They did, man. Listen, an ugly win is better than an ugly loss.
Than an L.
Yeah, we'll take that
all day.
Ugly win is always better than a blowout or a 1-point loss. I take this over anything. You know what? It's victory game. It's victory today, right? I
haven't been able to do this since week 1. Since week 1, I'm able to do this today. This is a great feeling today. Our victory cigar from Eagles victory.
I even got shots.
Yeah. We got to get to that. Let's get to that right now. We got some good. We're going to leave the bad things for Thursday. We'll talk about the win. It's been a while. It's been 3 weeks, and it may be another week or so before we get another one. So we gotta celebrate this win here today, even though it was ugly and we didn't like some of the things that went on. We did like the end result, and that was a W. So
that's right.
All right, everybody, all Eagles fans out there, guess what? We have a W. Wow, I can go to the
and I got a bunch of gray hairs. Who do I send the bill to? Who do I send the bill? That's $100 guy job right there. Who do I send the bill to?
All right, so you're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage. And now we are drinking in a victory celebration for the first time in 4 weeks. So I'm still high on the horse until I'm almost not high on the horse because after this goes, you probably won't see Don Julio on the program again unless somebody else gifts it to us. But all right, here we are. I'm doing the Don Julio. Pat is doing what? The Terramana.
Continue with my Terramana.
I got some
Terramana.
Tito's and lemon
There
drop.
you go. Lemon
Tito's
drop.
I
and
made a
lemon
whole
drop from
batch. I
Michelle.
made a whole batch.
Made a whole batch of it. Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
Shell's gonna love you where you make that liquor.
Oh yeah. He's a sweet liquor drinker.
Well, it's
He's
just
gonna be right
Tito's
there.
and lemonade. Barely. It's like lemon juice. So it's
Oh no, he's
mostly
not
vodka.
gonna like that.
Yeah, he's
All right, here
not
we
gonna
go.
like the
To
way I
our-
make it.
to the Philadelphia Eagles, to our Philadelphia Eagles, and a victory today over the Carolina Panthers. Everybody enjoy. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
To victory. E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
All right, man. It was good. It was a good game. I said I was going to focus on the positive, but I can't help it, man.
Man,
We give the ball to Miles
Sanders.
At the end of it, we've been campaigning for this guy to get the ball. He finally gets it in the end, and what does he do?
Booby was a boob at the end of the game.
What's wrong with him?
Straight boob.
Why did he keep running out of bounds? What is wrong with this guy?
He was not. He had no situational awareness about him, and that was a problem. However, there is a bright spot. What was his average yards per carry, Pat?
Yeah, he was.
4.1.
He did rip
Exactly.
it off. Yeah.
Exactly.
You had an 18-yard run, so I mean,
right. He still ripped some off, but he had no situational awareness of what point in the game he was in. He was still playing like it was the second and third in the first quarter.
Yeah, what is wrong with?
But
Well, I guess
that goes back to coaching. Like before you run that play, you let him know stay in bounds no matter what. It still goes back to and why the hell we wait until that second half to fourth quarter to run anyway? Can we start there?
Because Humphrey said, "You know what, guys? I see what you mean about throwing the ball and we can't do anything. So go ahead and be a coach.
He could have did that in the first quarter. If we had established that a long time ago, we probably would have put up 40 points.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that, finally our defense did step up. I know we want to focus on some negatives, but I'm clearly focused on the positive. And they showed it clear on TV. So if everybody can see it, what happens to Fletcher Cox? And this is why Hargrave is getting so many sacks. They're clearly sliding the offensive line towards Fletcher Cox because he's still a dominant player. So that leaves one-on-one blocks for each defensive player. We had one. So Hargrave, the fastest way to the quarterback is up the middle. Hargrave takes advantage of that. And man, this defense has stepped up. I seen some speed out there. I see some the coach was like,
Davion Taylor.
They was ball hogs today. They was ball hogs today.
Normally they throw the ball out to the flat like that, and Eric Wilson just, oh man, I can't catch him. Davion was like, I'm here. Where you
sucked
going?
his ass up, yo. He sucked his ass up and got him. Yeah, they did a different scheming on the defensive line. Even our old buddy there, Fletcher Cox, got a sack because of the different alignment on the defensive line there. It allowed him to eat today. So, the potential is there. We understood, as everyone in the league did, that we needed a better defensive scheme going out there, and we had one today. Allowed the people to play to their strengths. Like I said, the cornerbacks, 3 interceptions today, allowed Fletcher Cox to even play to his strength. He showed up in the stat sheet today, and he hadn't showed up in the stat sheet for a couple weeks. When I say he hadn't showed up, the only stat was on there was the amount of snaps he played, but he had got no tackles, no sacks, no anything. And today we see him with a sack and he filled up the stat sheet. So that was a good thing. Defense came alive. I'm still puzzled as to what the heck Sirianni was doing out there. I don't know.
Pat has to go. He has to leave us.
All right, Pat. All right, man.
I have a lot to say. I can't wait to be back here on early Thursday because we play Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday night, our regular night. Yeah, we will. But we're not leaving. Me and Michelle are going to stay and talk.
Yeah, we're gonna hang for a minute.
Yeah, we're going to
and
hang
and
for
I
a minute.
don't agree with that last comment. Every win means something. What are you talking about? It's the NFL. A W is a W is a W. It means something.
Yeah, you're right, Justin. You're going a little overboard. I was upset too, Justin. But
I'm upset about the play calling, but I'm not it means something that we at least overcame our own self-inflicted injuries. Come on, now.
We
need W's.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
need
don't
W's,
play with me.
And we need more than that. We need to see the progression of this staff as well as this team, and we saw some of that on the defense today.
But who's going to have that hard talk with Nick? Because it's not going to be Howie. It's not going to be Lori. You know what I mean? Somebody had to get in his ear by the fourth quarter for him to even call those run plays. Somebody did.
Maybe it was Gannon. Like, motherfucker, you getting in my face, motherfucker. You need to look at your own self. You need to look in the mirror. You telling me what I'm not doing, what you not doing. Because my defense is showing up right now, and you about to blow this game because of these dumb-ass plays you calling. Look, the guy said in the pre-game chat, he said, when we were saying we need to run, he said the comment, what you know that means? That means Jalen's going to drop back 45 times. And damn if he didn't drop back damn near 45 times. Ridiculous, man. I said it in the during the game chat. I said, man, this dude, I'm starting to believe that he is, not starting to believe, I do believe that he just doesn't think for himself. He's under owner's orders to pass the ball, and that's what he's going to do. He's not going to deviate from that.
Making these young guys look like sacrificial lambs because, it's, Hurts delivered the ball this, and he can't catch the ball too, y'all. Come on now. There's enough blame to go around, and right now you got to start with this. Come on. The coach, these schemes, this offensive scheme doesn't even lend itself to the talent that we have on this side of the ball. Our tight ends, what do you want to do when Goddard drops the ball? He hit him in stride. It was right in his chest.
Right.
Stop. Stop. You can't keep making excuses for the other players that are dropping the balls and getting penalties, and for the coach calling these ridiculous RPOs that gives up penalties like ineligible man downfield because he's forced to run out of the pocket. They don't have eyes behind their back. Come on now. If you know the game, you should know that's a lot of moving parts on who's to blame for the breakdown.
I agree. And because of this, I'm going to simmer this movement here. I'll wait until it gets ugly. But I started.
Sirianni gotta go.
Yeah, Sirianni. I'm going to pull back a little bit because he got to win today. But
he did. He got to win today. But mediocrity being rewarded. We have so much young talent on this team. Was it a good idea to pair all this young talent with an unproven head coaching staff?
Right.
It makes zero sense to me. You would think you give a veteran a shot with all this young talent. If you're going to be rebuilding, you don't go young talent and inexperienced head coach. Come on now. Ain't all the talent in the world is not going to overcome an inexperienced head coach, DC, and OC. It doesn't matter.
I agree with you, man. And if we ever get, I don't know if we're going to get all three phases of the game on the same page, only because now that I am clearly, I'm not going to be dissuaded from this belief that Nick Sirianni is a yes man, and Nick Sirianni has been told to pass the ball, and I'm not getting past that. That is what it is now. Until I see something different,
it is.
That is what it is. And JT said, dude, you just coming to that conclusion? Yes, JT, because I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But today, that was it. I'm convinced that this is what it is, and I don't think that formula is going to be successful over the long term. And so it's only a matter of time. But I'm not going to focus on it today. I'm just going to say we got to win. And guess what? We can actually say our defense won us the game today.
They did. Oh, they totally won us the game.
They won us the game.
But we've never had all three working together week to week. It's always been offense showed up, defense didn't. Defense showed up, neither shows up, and the coaching is just horrendous, and I agree with Bernard on, understanding why Sanders is getting less touches to a point.
Right.
However, if he has terrible situational awareness when they're doing clock management types of plays, then you don't put him in for those plays. But quarters 1, 2, and 3, those some of those 18-yard gashes that he showed us in the fourth quarter, we still could have used that. You didn't need him to not, get out or stay in bounds in the first 3 quarters of the game. That was the end of a game scenario, but we could have used some of those runs early on in the game to open up the pass a little more. But no.
Oh no,
But
yeah, we
no.
could have used them. Hold on, let me see. Eagles passed the ball 37
Yeah, and
times.
let Hurts run. Let that boy run.
37 times. They still had penalties, but they cut them down compared to the previous weeks. Only had 6 penalties today. Now I'm not saying only, but compared to previous weeks, that is only 6 today. That's good for them.
Yeah.
37 passes, so damn near dropped back 45 times, just 8 short of 45 times. And how many rushing attempts? 22. And that
That's
it
the
was
most.
11 up
That's the
until the
most.
last
That's the
drive. Yeah.
most rushing attempts we've had.
And that's still not enough. I mean, come on,
It's
if you think
not. It's
about it, it's
not.
not
We
enough.
should have at least 30 rushes a game. At
9
least.
of them was from Hurts. So you
Mhm.
take those 9 away, we had 13 rushing
Yeah.
attempts to the running backs. That's not
Yeah.
good. That's not good.
It's
So
not.
he's still in this pass first, and that's not going to win. I'm telling
We
you,
need
that's
to get out of the RPO. Like we could
yeah.
talk about him not running the because they run it too much. Get Hurts out of the RPO if you want to see him use his talent. That RPO is not meant to be used 99.9% of the plays of the game. Draw a damn playbook. You can't come up with some plays. Isn't that the whole point? Somebody posted a meme of Nick Sirianni's play scheme, and there was like two formations in his whole playbook.
I know. You pointed that out too while the game was going on. Like, yo, the same damn
Same
formation. We
formation.
got
That
the
ain't got
same
nothing to do
formation.
with Hurts.
Like, don't get me wrong. I play, I mean, when I'm on Madden, I will master a formation, but I'm practicing. I will master a formation to give people different looks, but that's just to master that formation. I got other formations. Like, does he have anything else?
Yeah, right,
Or is he waiting
exactly.
till
Because
we, you know what I mean?
in college he ran more than RPO. I mean, there was plays, even with the looseness of how they play in the NCAA, but still your job as a coach is to take your players' talents, whether they're quarterback, receiver, whoever, and design plays that fit their talent. The
Yes.
RPO is a lazy way of getting out of having to actual sit down and draw up a playbook and come up
Trying
with
to
some schemes. That's lazy coaching.
Yeah, trying to put the decision in the quarterback's hands. And do we really want to put the decision in our second year quarterback who's,
No,
basically
you're
it's like
supposed to be developing him. How are
right.
you setting him up for success? Oh, well, he can't do. Of course, he can't do it if you're not putting him in situations that he's going to thrive. Whether you're a receiver, whether you're a D lineman, it doesn't matter. You still have to. It still starts on coaching and where your position is. Period.
All right, some comments out there. Denise said it wasn't pretty, but we won. Yeah, you're right, Denise. Mel Davis, way to go, defense. Yes, defense stepped up big time. We hadn't seen them in about. Well, they should. They should have been well rested because they didn't show up the past 2 games, so they should have been well rested. So they did show up today, so we were happy about that. B Dizzle says game time, baby. Yes. Robert Lee, damn, that was a close one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but we got the W, so we'll take that. Denise, fly Eagles fly. Jaquez. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't see anything.
he's tongue tied.
Oh, he's tongue-tied. Tony Barron, our follower from down under. They've copped a well-deserved battering by us these last 2 weeks, but that game ball is going to the D today,
Damn
no
right,
doubt.
and
We know that.
Hargrave's at the front of that, and big play Slay. I
Oh
give
yeah.
it. I give them both the game ball.
Nelson says it's a great way to fight. Karen, woohoo! We're just happy for a win. Uh, Lathian. The defense came to play today. Good win. Dwayne says, glad we won, but we should be running the ball more. not just to try to run the clock
That's
down at the
right.
end.
I'm
You're
kind
right.
of mad we didn't go for a score too. Like do at least 1 or 2 runs to try and run it in the end zone.
Oh yeah, man, come
I would
on.
have. I'm sorry. I would have went. I would have went for another 6.
Yeah,
And then if it didn't work in 2 downs, then I would have ran the clock out. But I would have went for another 6. At least one of those downs. I'm sorry.
all
That's
right.
just me. I'm
Sulema
hungry.
says we're finally talking about a win. Isn't that something, Sulema? Uh, and because of the short week, it might be a short conversation because we gotta face the Tampa Bay Bucks. But
Hmm.
the Tampa Bay Bucks are not unbeatable,
No.
as we've seen.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have vulnerabilities. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, but Tom Brady, he wasn't
We got his
impressive against.
number. We know.
Yeah,
We know how
he
to
wasn't
stop
impressive
Tom.
against his old team there. He looked kind of old against that his
Hmm.
old team when he went up against the
Yeah.
Pats. So there's
Yeah.
there's an opportunity to win there, even though nobody's counting us in to win. But if
Yeah.
we have a defensive performance as we had today with some turnovers mixed in there, I think we can compete with Tom Brady in them. But
I
we'll
think we
bask in
can.
this win today.
Yeah. And sorry, not sorry, my Temple fan, but we had to knock down one of the Temple South teams today. Hey, Coach Matt Rule. Hey. But
Matt
sorry,
Rule
not
is
sorry.
he's the bomb. I give all the credit in the world.
Yeah,
What he
my
did
son
with
went
that
to a
Temple
lot of his
program.
camps at Temple.
Mm,
Obviously, I know some of the folks that coach with him. So, but you gotta
hats
take that
off to
L
him.
today, family or not. Gotta take
Yeah.
that L today.
Gotta take it today. Richard Booth says God is an Eagles fan.
I know that's right.
Obviously. B Dizzle's in the house. He says defense showed up and showed out. Yes. Jeremiah, defense finally looked good. I agree. And maybe it was because of the motivation or the tongue lashing that he received from Sirianni. Well, now we need somebody to give Sirianni a tongue
That's
lashing.
not Howie or Lori.
That's not Howie or Laurie. Yeah, Sirianni could use a good tongue lashing himself, and maybe that will straighten out his play calling and shake him. Um, I know. You go into jobs, and if you get an inkling of what they're looking for, you're going to cater your interview around telling them what they want to hear. I mean,
Hmm.
come on, that's what we do. I mean, it happens on both sides of the fence too. I mean, the employer embellishes how great of a position it is sometimes.
Yep, they
You know what I
lie
mean?
about the
They
culture.
lie, and then we go in and we embellish what we can do to fit those needs or whatever. So I can see Sirianni is sitting there like, yeah, I like the pass, I like the pass. But once you get in there, you know what I'm saying? Once you get in there, and if you're good at your job, I'm assuming you didn't lie to the point where you can't do the job and you're in there and looking around like, oh shit, I can't do this shit. But if you are knowledgeable about the job, once you get in there and you're comfortable, you should be able to run it your way as long as you get the results that the company is looking for. And now that
Absolutely.
Sirianni is in there, I know you told them, I will pass the ball. That's all I want to do. I have the most innovative passing game out there. But you're in the seat now. So do whatever it takes to get W's because I
Yeah.
doubt very seriously if this management staff, as much as we hate Howie and Lori, I doubt very seriously if they're going to fire you
For
because you're
winning.
winning games
Hmm.
and running the ball.
Right.
I
Exactly.
think I think your biggest priority, Nick, is to win games. Not to pass the ball, but to win games, no matter how you do it. So don't be scared of this not passing. I know there's a amount of fear there because if you run the ball and you don't win, you're going to get reamed out. But think about
At
this.
least try.
Try it. Do whatever it takes to win the game. They're not going to fire if you're winning. They're
Hmm.
not going to fire
Hmm.
if you're winning.
Yeah,
So
we
please
still
keep
need
that
to
in mind.
run the ball more.
All right, Jeremiah, defense finally look good. Sulema says, like I said, I need a sloppy win instead of a sloppy loss. We
That's
got it, and
right.
I'm good with that. I hear that. Daz Dante, yo, I like that. Daz Dante. Ooh, I need to
You
get that.
trying to
I need to
change your
get jersey.
name?
Yeah. Gainwell needs to be our number one. He is our number one. He
This
doesn't.
is
He
from
is.
my Hurts haters. This is my mama. My mama texting me right now. Jalen Hurts won that game. She's 69. Say something about my mom. I dare y'all.
Denise says Slay was great. Slay was great. Allowed to do what he does best, which is play man to man. He was in his environment, so he was good. Nelson also, he was in his environment and he was good. Um, I
The
can't say
defense
anymore.
was impressive. They were
Hmm.
very impressive. They did give up a few big plays and a little bit, but when it came time to step up and keep this team under 20 points and keep them from scoring, they did what they had to do and got the turnovers. We couldn't
Yes.
ask for more from our defense. We really could not ask for more from them.
And we needed that turnover, that
And
last
I should have
turnover. We
started
needed
them
that.
this week. I ain't have
Oh,
faith.
damn. Yes, that's
I
right.
ain't have
It's
faith.
number
I'm
one
kicking your
versus
butt
number
though,
two.
Dante. I'm
Yeah, she in my
kicking
butt
your
right now.
butt.
But I got some players come, and I hate to admit it, but my players that need to save me are the freaking cow turds. I need them to
Dak's
save me.
probably gonna go off though, so I'm a little worried about that.
So it's number one versus number two. With her being
I'm
number
number
one,
one.
she's number one. In case you know, oh, I'm wrong with.
I'm number
She's
one in
number one.
fantasy, y'all.
She's
Everybody
number
clap.
one
Put
in
some
the Eagles
claps up.
Talk League.
Put some claps up.
Yes, yes. And I am number two. So
In
number
case you
one
don't
versus
think
number
I know
two
what
this
I'm
week.
talking about, I'm number one in
Yeah,
fantasy.
she got it right there. She got it. I'm trying to knock that zero out of her record right now.
Yeah,
She's undefeated. She might be the only undefeated team that's
I
left.
am undefeated. And I dropped the Eagles defense. That's the joke.
Oh wow. All right. Jason says Darius Slay gets the game ball. Period. I agree with that. Dolphins keep losing top three pick. I'm definitely with agreement with that. Now we just need Wentz to continue to play good enough to stay in the game, but not good enough to win. If we could do that, then we'll be on our way. If the playoffs started
Hmm.
before these week's games, we would have had 3 top 10 first round picks. That's incredible. I don't know. I don't think that Indiana is going to allow that to happen if they're
They
not
did
in
pull that
playoff
out their
contention.
ass
If they're
big
not in
time.
Super Bowl contention, I think they're going to pull Wentz and not allow us to get that first round pick. But if he stays competitive and they stay in the race, we have a good chance to do something. I mean, we might not get a top 10 pick because they're going to the playoffs, but we'll get a first round pick and we'll take that. BG says, did we scrap that 3-4 front? I certainly hope so. I know we saw more 4-3 than we saw 3-4s today, and that was
Hmm.
the reason why Fletcher Cox was able to put some stats on the stat sheet this week and,
Yep.
and record his first sack of the season, and we're happy to see that. Keith says, need to run Sanders more often. We all say that, Keith. Keith, if you can find the formula in convincing Sirianni to do that, please email it to us, and we will certainly try to get it to him as quickly as possible because no one has been able to convince him that he needs to run Sanders more.
Right.
But
Yeah. And he should. And he should just because there's certain situations you think Sanders is not conducive to, then you don't run him in those situations. But when you need a nice little run, a nice little jump charge to the offense to knock the defense on balance because now they're like, oh, they're putting Sanders out more and more, then they have to game plan against that. But if they're game planning, they know we're not going to run the ball.
mm,
This vanilla defense is so predictable because we don't have any formations.
mm,
We don't even give them different looks. We
no,
don't
we don't.
disguise anything. We're so transparent about our whole offense. They're like, oh, here comes the RPO again.
Right. Mel says Fletch with a sack. Yeah, Fletch had a sack
We had
today.
3 sacks and 3 interceptions this week. They scored 10 points in fantasy, the Eagles did.
Oh yeah, you had Hurts today. How many points did he get you? I should know that because I've been watching.
Yeah, well, let's see.
There, he got 22.92
Yeah.
points
And
today.
mind you, I've been keeping Jameis Winston on the bench
Oh yeah.
every week. I've been starting her. The one
For
week I
good
didn't.
reason though.
The one week I didn't start Hurts burnt me. So I have to ride with him. He's been consistent, putting up over 20 points almost every week. So, but I do got the Cowboys defense. Look at that. I dropped them and I dropped my defense for the Cowboys defense for the night.
Oh damn. All right, I need. Okay, I'm down, but don't call it a comeback. I'm coming back.
I know.
All right,
I
Fred
know you
says
gonna make it close. You're gonna make it close. I'm sure.
Brady got it. Going to eat that 2-shell safety alive. Although we went one high some of this a lot of this
Hmm.
game, so he might see it. He might not see that too deep. He might
Let's
see
hope.
something different. Um, Where's Boston Scott? Ooh, Boston Scott. I don't know.
Right?
Somebody check
Is he even on
Boston
special
Chicken
teams? Because
for
who's been
Boston Scott. Somebody go by the Boston Chicken and check for Boston Scott because I haven't seen him myself. I don't know where he is. I really don't. I don't know where he is. He doesn't. I don't know what he did. Outside of the fact that Kenny Gainwell is really good. He is really
he's
good.
good. He's good
He's
in open
dynamic. He can
space.
run. He's good in space. He
He's
can catch.
diverse. Yeah.
Yes. And I
But
just think that
yeah,
he
unless you
just
open
took
up the
snaps
holes
from that
though,
guy.
he's not a big breakthrough, but he can make plays after you know, after the
Right, right.
catch.
No,
You
he's
know what I
not
mean? But
a between the tackles type of
yeah,
dude.
that's what we need from Sanders is we need him to be put in those situations where we need to give the defense a different look, put him out there between the tackles and just pick up some free yards. Come on. You never know what he's never going to not get you less than 3-4 yards. He's always going to get you something that's going to advance the ball.
And if I
So
had to, if even
and
though I'm
what
trying to
happened
stay
to the draw
positive,
play? That's like his best
I
play,
know.
and they haven't ran it all year. I'm screaming about I want to see a draw play just one time.
Yeah, and I know, I don't know. I mean, I know that sometimes you're setting things up for later. I know you set plays up for later in the game, but it seems like Sirianni is setting things up for later in the year. Dude, we don't have time for that. Dude, like I'm gonna do all these screens, and then by game 8, I'm gonna throw some draws in there. They ain't gonna be looking. Dude, we ain't got time for that shit. We need to win now. Like you need to win at all costs now. You don't have time to be setting shit up for later in the year. Like, dude, oh man, that's crazy. Frank is a sweat making his money too. Sweat making
Yeah,
his money.
Sweatsy.
Yeah.
Yo, the defense was eating. They was out there
Defense was
having
eating it though.
snacks. They had it
He
going
said,
on.
that thing I said, do you trust Howie to pick all defense in the draft next year? The offense is set. We could probably use a big body receiver.
A tall guy.
Yeah, probably. We probably could use that.
We really
I
need a
don't.
linebacker. Can we just
Yes, can we do that?
start there? Like, let's get off of offense just for a second and let them. They're all young. They're babies. Let them
Hmm.
develop. Can we get
Right.
a linebacker?
Yes, I'm with that. I'm with the notion. I'm even with the notion like I just read this week that Carolina used. If it wasn't this past draft, it was the year before draft. They used every pick on defense. Every pick in the draft, they chose defensive players. I'm with that. I'm with that type of philosophy coming up in this
So we
next
have some
draft.
depth because we don't really
Yeah,
have much
we
depth
need
at defense at all.
and we need some young guys. I mean, come on, we got our best players on defense are older people. Let's not get it twisted. Cox, Slay,
Hmm.
Nelson, these guys, Harris, these guys are 30 plus, right?
Yeah.
And so we need some young talent that's going to replace them because we don't we don't we don't foresee ourselves being a contender for at least I don't think for like a not this year definitely, but next year is a big question mark. I don't see us competing for a Super Bowl then. So we need players that are going to be younger players that are going to develop into great players. That's what we need. And when you say, do I trust Howie to pick that? He hasn't done it. He hasn't done it yet. So how do I trust? I can't trust him. Tell me what Pro Bowlers he picked in the last 5 years. Please tell me one. One. I'll just take one.
Yeah.
So no, I don't
Just
trust
get,
him.
yeah, I agree with Rodney. Let's get a linebacker and a safety. But it's so why can't we have that? All I want for Christmas is a linebacker and a safety. How
Now,
about
see,
that?
that's where God will do it, but you can't leave any room. You got to be specific with God. God. All right, that's a good one. Can
I
we
want
get
a
a
Pro
playmaker?
Bowl
Yeah, I need a Pro Bowl
playmaking
playmaking safety.
linebacker, and I need a Pro Bowl playmaking safety that we're going to
Yes,
get 10 years out of for each of those positions. That's
right.
exactly what I
You got
want.
to be specific with him, man, because
I want
it's like you
Hall of
said,
Fame
playmakers.
worthy
Yes,
talent
yes, that's what
to
I want.
come to the LB and the safety position. Baby Jesus.
All right, yes, in the
Amen.
baby Jesus' name. Yes, we pray.
Won't he
All
do
right,
it?
I love our wide receivers. I think Dark Knight is right. We need a young defense, so our whole draft on it and O line. I would definitely come on,
Yeah.
man. we get a defense that and Jonathan Gannon um, develops an identity for our defense. We have not seen that in years since Trottenham was here. Come on, man. We need a defense. We need a
That's
defense
right.
that we can that can carry the identity of this club. I don't mind saying that. I would love to see a defense here that would carry the identity of the Eagles. Remember Reggie White and them? Remember the body bag game? Remember they were the
Oh.
identity of the Philadelphia Eagles. That was our
And I
identity, was
posted
that
Reggie
defense.
White approved.
Yes.
He approved today of the defense. R.I.P.
Yeah, what about that? We don't see that either.
Yes. Finally getting under center. Like,
Ah, man, I'm just but
like the call to go under center comes from the sideline. That does not come from the QB. And
no, it does
we
not.
never we don't even have enough formations to show the other team.
Mm-mm. I agree with that. Robin Wallace says, keep our picks and go deep with D in the draft. Yes. Richard Boo, scrap Gannon next year, get an experience DC. I'll see what I mean, he made a great adjustment this
Right.
week.
If he
So
can adjust, he
right.
might stay in and Sirianni might go. But
Yeah, Sirianni might be on the hot seat because he did make adjustments this week and put those players in position to, and get, I have to stop right there because guess what happens when he made that adjustment? The things that he was looking for going into the season, like teaching turnovers and trying to win, actually happened after he made the adjustments. Like we were getting no turnovers up until this point. We got 3 today.
Facts.
Because he did some things different, because somebody chewed his ass out. So kudos to him. I know he's not been the best defensive coordinator the first 4 weeks of the season, but today he put it together, and hopefully that will give him the momentum and sometimes you get that aha moment. I hope he got that aha moment where he says, all right, this is what we need. I should have been doing this before. Hopefully he gets some momentum and we carry on out, because I still have my season-long bet of the Eagles being a top 10 D. And although I was ready to just concede after last week, I'm back in the mix. So I'm going to keep my hopes high there, and hopefully he'll continue to make the necessary adjustments with the defense to keep it hot, because this defense is hot right now, and
That's
we have
right.
a short week, and we can ill afford to go cold in 4 days. We have a short week. We have a game on Thursday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we need this defense to pick up like that, but we need also the Sirianni to do better with the offense, because we're going to face a formidable defense. And we're going to need every trick he has, and it can't be purely RPO the whole game. Come on, Nick. Come on. Damn. All right. That's Dante. Looks like Saquon just broke his ankle. Ooh.
That's not cool. That's
Ooh.
terrible.
That's bad. Oh, black for the Bucks. We wearing black for the Bucks? I don't know. Where are the
It's a
Bucks?
blackout. It's home. Yeah, they're coming to us. It's Thursday.
Ooh, it might be a blackout. I can put on my
Yeah.
trotter. Oh,
If
put on
I
my
get there,
trotter.
I'll be calling in remote. Hell.
All right, we need an aha moment and not the moment from the offense. Robin says, we got extra picks in the draft. We need the best linebacker in the draft. We do, man. I'm sorry. Rodney says, hey, can we draft a future Super Bowl winning Defensive Player of the Year, Hall of Fame linebacker that never gets injured? Thanks in advance.
He's real specific. So
Yeah.
actually, Winston came off with a 25.7, and Hurts got 22.92. So Winston pulled it out because the last 4 minutes he was still under. So he must have had some big plays at the end.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Um,
He's still on my bench though.
I know he can't crack the bits. Sirianni needs to give up the play calling to someone else. I feel that. Deborah says, love the black. Yeah, I love the black too. So we're going to have a blackout night on Thursday. But
That's
right
what's
now
up.
we are enjoying and celebrating our win today. As harrowing as it was, nail biter, we got it, and we'll take it. So the Philadelphia Eagles, what we win, 21-18?
Something
Was
like
it?
that. I
That was the
wanted them to
last.
score again, but I know we just had to take the W and get out alive. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, we
But
had to
we's
take.
right at like the 3 yard line. Just try one quarterback keep something.
Oh, and there was a brilliant. That was a brilliant call. I thought the quarterback sneak
Hmm.
with Jalen Hurts to give us the go ahead
And
touchdown.
even the announcer said, "Don't sleep. Jalen Hurts is strong." They
Hmm.
said, "You see how the his workout regimen just as a college, don't sleep on him. He has the strength to power down in those small spaces like that." So I was impressed that they even recognized that, at the national broadcast level.
All right, Frank said he agrees with you. He wanted to score too. Robin
See,
says we
right? I
need
wanted to
we
score.
need to get Brady early, and we will have a
Yeah.
chance.
You just
I
gotta piss
think we can.
Brady off. You knock him down. If our defense can get some sacks and get him to make some bad throws, he gets out of whack a little bit. He can still come back and burn you, but you got to just keep him on his toes. He's beatable as we saw because we did win a Super Bowl against him. So
Yes. My neighbor, young neighbor, is saying, "Let's go Birds." Tannen, what's up, Tannen? Good luck in your football game too on Friday. Was it Thursday? I missed it, but I had the show to do, Tannen. But I wish you the best of luck. Um, Eagles hardly ever get acknowledged by broadcasters.
so
Um,
facts, so much facts, Denise.
yeah, well, I don't think we've done enough to be acknowledged right now. I
But
mean, right?
still, people have done less and they get acknowledged.
Who like
No
the
one likes us.
Jaguars? Like,
We don't care.
like
No
even
one
when we're on
likes
top,
us,
you don't get it. I
right?
get that. Yeah.
No one likes us. And Chris Collingsworth, folks like him, they make me
Oh no,
nauseous.
I hate him.
Hmm.
Travis Good. They never do. Supposedly Cox and Rager on the block for real. Ooh, that'd be something. I have to hear more about that before I go, because I don't want to see Cox go anywhere. Not just yet.
Yeah, not just
Um,
yet. No.
but I know that it's probably the prime time to get uh, a lot for him if we're going to get something. But he has to show more like what he showed today before we can cash in on that. We
Right,
could
right, right, right.
prior to the day's game, we could not cash in on trading Fletcher Cox. you
Yeah,
know,
we can't trade in a gimpy horse. So
no. So look, man. We are so happy that our Philadelphia Eagles have won. We're going to let you guys go and watch the 4 o'clock games. We'll be back here on Thursday, the hour
that's
before game time.
pregame.
Yeah, we'll
That's
be here
pregame.
pregame.
Yeah.
It's
If I
normally
if
our
I make it to
normal
the
night.
game, I'm gonna be there from there somewhere. I hope we all
So
make it to the game.
we have a game coming up Thursday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home in Philadelphia. They're already telling me it may be a blackout night, so everybody get ready for that and join us for your pregame coverage of the Eagles. So Thursday night, what time the game come on? 7:30? I mean 8:30. We'll be here 7:30, hour before. We'll be here. Make sure you tune in and spend your pregame with Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. For my co-host Nichelle, I'm your man Dante the Dark Knight, and for Pat in his absence, we'll be back Thursday. Enjoy. Peace. We don't have any music, so we just out. Peace.
Peace out.